Hi, good people. It's Amy from Savor Salvage Scent. Happy Friday for those of you listening today, a Friday in August. I thought I would share with you about two of my favorite scents that really prominently feature fig. I love figs in nature to eat. I love the way the trees look. I love everything about it. And the first time I ever had a fresh fig, my mind was blown. And same with the first time I ever had fig jam. My sister made it. That was a pizza with fig jam instead of, let's say, red sauce, and use a salty or a blue cheese and prosciutto and caramelized onions. And I was like, this is the best thing ever. I then learned to make fig jam, and it is probably in my top 3 best smells from the kitchen. So anyway, love figs. And the first time I ever smelled a fig fragrance, it was on a friend at work, probably 20 years ago. She had just gotten back from Italy and brought some shower gel. And I just thought the smell was just so good. So I thought today I would share with you 2 fig-centered favorites. One is kind of an old classic, and one is a rather new scent that I feel like not many people are talking about. So first is Diptyque's Philoxikos. Man, this is beautiful. I just read today that this was first produced as an EDT in 1996 in perfume years. That's a long time, almost 30 years. And this to me, and I think it's because it's not super complex, but it's gorgeous, I think it's remains kind of timeless. It does not feel dated. And I think part of that is because it's a rather straightforward composition. Kind of everything from the fig tree. You not only get the fruit, so that luscious, caramely fruit, but you also get the leaves, the bark, everything. And a friend of mine who's Italian has told me that it very much reminds him of the smell of actually sitting next to a fig tree from when he was growing up. So this is just gorgeous. In addition to my friend wearing the shower gel, I believe this was the first perfume I ever smelled that prominently featured fig. Now, since its release, there are a few that smell very similar. I'm not sure if this came before or after, but I know there's a L'Artisan scent that is very fig prominent. I think there's a Bath and Body Works scent that has a lot of fig in it. There's a Roger and Gallet that might have come before, I'm not sure, scent that is kind of similar, but this was the first one to me that I smelled that really smelled a lot like fig and that I thought was just so classic, beautiful. You get enough fig that you can recognize it as such, but I also think it's genderless. I mean, I think most scents are. I think it would please most people, and it's just tremendous. Like a lot of Diptyque, or I think maybe all Diptyque bottles, features a really beautiful drawing that my guess is of the environment where this fig tree would be growing. And this was first, the nose who created this is Olivia Giacobetti, so somebody who's well known and has produced really interesting scents. I think a few for Diptyque. And yeah, this is all about fig. Absolutely love it. And then a newer scent for me, I purchased this because it was such a good price. I was at the cosmetics company store and found this Estee Lauder. It's called Oasis Dawn. This was from a collection that I believe was produced just a couple years ago. And I feel like not many people have talked about. I just thought, I smelled maybe 3 from a collection of, I want to say there were 5 or 6, something like that. There were 3 that I absolutely fell in love with in the store. And the reason I went with this is because it smells like nothing that I've smelled or owned. And I couldn't, when I first smelled it, I was like, what is it that I'm getting that I can recognize? And then I finally figured out it was fig. And in addition to fig, this has a fair amount of orange flower. Oh my gosh, this is so good. I have this on the inside of my elbow. And I also get some like amber and spice from this. So it's interesting because I think it's got these notes that feel very summery, the fig, for instance, the orange flower, but yet I think this could be a year-round signature scent or favorite because it's got that ambery, almost spicy quality. And I don't mean like necessarily cooking spices, but it's got like a kind of dried grass, ambery, spicy quality, if that makes sense. And I just think this is so original. It's so beautiful. And I got this for a steal. I want to say this was originally, I think it was a couple $100, and it was marked down to like, I think I paid $50 for this, and just thought it was so great. I could not pass it up. This is created by, I hope I'm pronouncing this nose's name right. I've seen it over the years, but I've not heard a lot of people talk about him. Carlos, is it Benaim? Not sure. Doing my best here. And this was just produced, I think, a year or two ago. Really, really interesting. Highly suggest getting your nose on this line if you can. At the cosmetics company store near me, they had a lot of the line, but I think it was being discontinued. And I think my friend Autumn got like a sample set of some sort. Beautiful. So I find both of these to be darn affordable compared to most perfumes these days. I think this is probably about 100, 120 retail, but you can find it on discount. And this, again, I think I paid around 50, 60 tops for this. Great. So those are two of my fig fragrances that I love and wear a lot. What's your favorite scent that features fig, if you love the note? And what do you like eating fig? What's your favorite recipe with fig? All right, have a great day. Talk soon. Happy Friday, happy summer. Bye.